NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Philadelphia Eagles. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll find the Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Smith with a first down and more. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Looked like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him. Other times you'll empty out the backfield, spread it out, and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice game.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts. Watkins diving. He's got it. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's where they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Sanders, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Carr escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
On play action, it's Carr. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total. It made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
On 1st down, Hurts. This is caught. Touchdown. Devontae Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
From the 31, Carr. They'll roll him out right. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? It used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him, because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you got to sit on those routes in order to cause him problems.
Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Here's Carr. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Carr to throw. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Hurts. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Carr. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts going deep here for Watkins. That's caught inside the 20. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. A big play there for Philly.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, it's Drake.
Nice sharp run there by Kenyon Drake, and he's awfully tough to get on the ground. And how about this Raiders backfield? It's certainly not lacking for punch, having signed Drake this year and already having Josh Jacobs in the backfield. Now, Drake, he's never had a 1,000-yard season, but last year in Arizona was his best yet. 955 yards and 10 rushing touchdowns, plus he can catch it swinging out of the backfield.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Second and 10. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Carr. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Drake. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage? I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On 1st down, Carr. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. Quick throw caught out wide by Renfro. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Second down, back to Sanders. Sanders, a first down, still going. And down to the 27-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 24, Hurts letting one go deep for the end zone. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles open the lead up to 34-0. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's second and 10. Now Sanders. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Another run here with Sanders. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. The kick by Elliott is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Dancing to his left. And Carr gives himself up, but not before he picks up a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, Drake. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 41, Carr. Open man, that's Renfro. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Here's Jacobs. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Carr. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. Flush to his right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now Carr, got to have this one. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown Raiders. Antonio Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 106 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll try to run with Sanders, and he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Going for it with Sanders. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th. But they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning...
This pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by a domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close.